Tickets for the bachelor. Some moving violation.
Oh, hi. I'm Sasha, an English teacher and methodologist who hates boring classes. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about the upcoming course, Coffee and Cigarettes. That's just one of my favorites. I adore it. So this summer, I felt like Coffee and Cigarettes, and I watched it once again. And since I am a teacher of English and I'm in this constant search for something interesting for my students, it just clicked. I realized that that's the best movie for basing a course on, because it consists of 11 episodes which are not united by one plot. So we can really split it, we can really watch it in pieces, discuss it, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So let me just show you how it looks. So we're gonna work on Miro. It's just the most convenient board I've ever used. And look at this, just amazing. So regarding the format, it's gonna be flipped classroom, which means you gotta be ready for the upcoming class. So it's not like you're doing your homework right after the class, but you got to do some preparation before the class, okay? And this is how it's going to look like. For example, it depends on the level, because I actually have 3 levels, A2, B1, and B2. So let's have a look at B2. You're going to watch 2 episodes before each class. It will take you 10, 15 minutes maximum. After that, you go through the vocabulary. Then you can listen to my comments on the vocabulary to get the most out of it. After that, and then you're just going deeper, doing some exercises to have like a couple of more chances to work with the vocabulary. And I've also prepared some flashcards on each episode. For example, episode 1, and you can go through all this vocabulary here, working with flashcards, right? So the platform is going to give you a lot of chances to go through it in different types of activities. It's just an amazing way of working with vocabulary. And also you're doing the same with the second episode, going through the vocabulary, watching the episode, going through the vocabulary, then listening to my comment and doing some exercises. Sometimes I know it's quite time consuming. I calculated, and actually it's going to take you 1 hour, 30 minutes approximately. But if it's too much for you, you can just watch the episode and go through the vocabulary. It's going to be enough for you to be ready for the class, for working with your partner. But if you feel like going deeper, you can do the exercises and do the flashcards. Okay, so, and then you're coming to the class and working with your partner. You're going to switch partners, and yeah, that's all about communication, working with different people, guided work with different people. You will be doing a couple of exercises to warm up and get ready for discussions, which is the focus of this course, just to have a lot of speaking practice, but not just random practice. You're ready for using the vocabulary. You're ready for activating the vocabulary you've just learned, right? So the questions are based both on the episodes, on the plot, and at the same time, they are personalized and related to your personal experience. For example, are there any appointments you don't like having? That's an example of the second homework. Pretty much the same procedure. Slightly it changes just for you to have some diversity. and again, a lot of speaking and some warm-up activities. And actually, it's not only about the movie, but we're gonna watch an interview with Jim Jarmusch on black and white movies because that's his thing. And also, we're gonna discuss kind of a random video on YouTube related to the topic of coffee and cigarettes, getting a coffee out and smoking a cigarette. That's interesting just to, listen to that spoken English. And yeah, we're going to analyze it as well as some comments on YouTube. Yeah. And again, lots of speaking. Moreover, you're going to have 2 speaking practices with a native speaker, which I am really happy to tell you about because I have found a cool person and he's really nice, talkative, amazing. And that's kind of an experience that everybody has to have. Everybody, I mean, who learns a language. I believe this is what makes it a really cool combination for learning a language when you are watching a cool movie. So it's not just boring stuff in the textbook, but it's a cool movie, which not only does help you with the language itself, but also with the culture, with the humor, and the ability to understand the humor of the target language, the humor expressed in the target language. This is something I believe really sticks with you. It's something unforgettable. Second thing which makes this combination just perfect, I think, is of course having a chance to discuss it with a native speaker and to somehow overcome this psychological barrier. The third thing, which I find really important, is that I think learning, yeah, I believe learning has to be entertaining, but at the same time, it's not only about entertainment, right? It has to be a good, profound, guided learning. It has to have some logic. It has to have some program. So you are progressing, like moving step by step. It's not just ha ha ha. So it's not just like having fun and having no real result. I love combining entertainment, result, and real experience with native speakers to break this psychological barrier. If that is something you were looking for, if that is something you appreciate, you can leave your request for more detail in the comments and I'm going to text you and we will discuss it and I will invite you for a short conversation where we're going to get to know each other. And I hope you will just happily join the course. We'll have fun together and you will improve your English.